Bonjour, les étudiants. Hope you're fine. Welcome back. So today's lesson will be about the composition. Okay, so the last week we have been seeing the composition, right? So the last week we saw the présentez votre famille, and then we saw décrivez votre maison. So we'll be revising the slides one more time. We'll be just reading it, the présentez votre famille and the describing one's house. So today we'll be seeing a letter, okay, a small postcard writing, a postcard about you spend your holidays in Paris, and we just talk about Paris in 2 points, and it's very small. Okay, it's a small letter, a postcard thing. We'll be writing that as the fourth lesson's composition. Okay, so for each lesson we'll be having one composition, and for the fourth lesson it will be a postcard, okay, a carte postale. And maybe for the next lesson, upcoming lessons, we'll be adding a dialogue, okay, a letter, and so on. Okay, so as you receive the pattern and the portion for the quarterly exam, so we'll have 4 lessons, okay, the lesson 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so the pattern you would have seen, the translation, the grammar exercises, composition. So the composition will be from these 4. Okay, so will be the présentez-vous, présentez votre famille, décrivez votre maison, and écrire une carte postale. Okay, so a postcard writing. So what we'll be saying today, that one. And yeah, so then actually we'll be having opposites we already saw in the previous videos. Okay, so the opposites from that we'll be asking, and we'll be having some make sentences. Okay, so make sentences, it's actually we'll be choosing some words from the translation or from the lesson. Okay, so some simple words, you just got to make some sentences with it. Okay, just one sentence with each word. Hope you remember doing that. You can even pick the sentences from the translation. Okay, so for example, if you give the verb aimer, okay, you just got to conjugate the verb aimer, and you can make a sentence. For example, j'aime la France. Okay, so you can just make a simple sentence. That's more than enough for now. And then we'll be having question and answers. So listen properly. So question and answers will be, the questions will be asked from the lesson translation. Okay, the lesson dialogues, we got the lesson dialogues, right? Okay, so we'll be asking the dialogues, the questions from the dialogues. Okay, so as I told you earlier, okay, so who is Anita, who is Vijay, and so on. Okay, and that's it. So hope you got everything. Okay, so then from the next week maybe we'll start the revision, and we'll see few examples for make sentences and the question and answers. Okay, if you finish learning the dialogue, okay, completely in French, okay, you can easily attend both make sentences and the question answers. Okay, so now we'll go to the slides. Okay, so take your notebook. Okay, you can just start writing the postcard. Oui, merci.
And voila, here we are. So as I told you so far, like what we have seen, it's redaction. All are essay writing type. Okay, so the présentez-vous, the présentez votre famille, or décrivez votre maison. So all these 3 are essay writing type. Okay, so you just write the heading. Okay, so you just write this. Okay, and then you'll be starting with je vous présente ma famille. Okay, I introduce my family. So there is no format in essay writing. Okay, you just write a paragraph, right? Okay, so we write all this. Yeah, so je vous présente ma famille. Il y a 4 personnes dans ma famille. Mon père, ma mère, mon frère et moi. Mon père s'appelle John. Il est homme d'affaires. Il a 62 ans. Il est gentil. Ma mère s'appelle Marie. Elle est femme au foyer. Elle a 60 ans. Elle est drôle. Mon frère s'appelle Patrick. Il est ingénieur. Il a 35 ans. Il est sympathique. J'aime ma famille. Décrivez votre maison. So this is actually the third topic. Okay, so the third lesson's essay. So the first lesson it's présentez-vous. Second lesson it's présentez votre famille. Third lesson it's décrivez votre maison. Okay, so just we'll keep one composition for each lesson. Right? So the second lesson it's décrivez votre maison. Sorry, the third lesson. Je vais décrire ma maison. Ma maison se trouve dans le quartier Lospet à Pondichéry. Ma maison est petite et belle. Il y a 2 étages avec un beau jardin. Il n'y a pas de garage. Au rez-de-chaussée, il y a un salon, une cuisine, 2 chambres et une salle de bain. Ma chambre est au premier étage. Ma chambre est lumineuse avec une vue sur le parc. Ma maison est près des commerces. J'adore ma maison. Right? Voilà. So this is actually the third essay writing. Right? So the third essay writing, it's actually about the house, how to describe one's house. Right? And so if you got your own points, you can add. And it's better if you write point by point. Okay, so that it will be easy for you to learn. Okay, so as it is point by point, you can count the number of points and you can just write, and you know the number of points you'll be writing, right? Even if you write less points, then you'll know like you forgot any point, and then you can add even at the last, right? And so on. And so now for the fourth lesson, we got a small postcard writing. It's kind of letter writing. Okay, so postcard, it's actually, as you know, a postcard, right? Okay, to inform something to someone, we send a postcard. Okay, or if imagine you're in a place, okay, for your vacation, we'll be sending a postcard. So this is actually writing a postcard, okay, to your friend, uh, and you are in vacation. Okay, you are in your holidays and you're writing a postcard to your friend, so just to describe your activities and the place where you are. Okay, so now we'll see the postcard. This is actually the format. Okay, so look properly the screen. Okay, so this is actually the format we will be writing. Okay, so the top right, okay, the top right side, we will be writing the place where you are. Okay, so from where you are writing this postcard, then the day, okay, the date when you are writing the postcard. So as it's like 16 September 2020, so you just write the place, the date, and so on. So then you'll be writing to whom you're writing, to whom you address this postcard. Okay, share Kutiman. Okay, for example, we write Kutiman. Okay, so Sanjay Ram Prem, right? So share Kutiman. Okay, so you just give any name here, and then here the blank space here. Here you'll be writing the message. So in the next slide, we'll be saying the message here. So then at the last in the middle, okay, we will be writing amitié. Amitié means friendly. Okay, yours friendly we will be writing, right? So it's actually a friendly letter, a friendly postcard, so no need to write formally. Okay, we can use tu, right? So amitié, then we write our name. So normally the exam rule, it's actually we don't mention our name, so we write x y z. Okay, x y z. Okay, so voila. So this is actually the format to write a postcard. Okay, so don't forget. So the top right will be starting with the place, the date. Okay, so the date should be complete. Okay, so the month should be in words, and there is no short form for the months in French. Okay, so in English we'll be writing set, all right, SEPT. Okay, so it's understood that it's September, but in French we don't do that. Okay, we write completely. Okay, and then in the left side, okay, we'll be writing share. Okay, then so share means dear. Okay, so dear Kutiman. Okay, so then we'll be starting the message. Yeah, so here, so this is actually the message. Okay, so the Paris le 16 septembre. Okay, so it disappeared, so that this one you can see it clearly, and this will be the message starting from j'espère till septembre. Okay, so this will be the message you'll be filling in this blank. Okay, voilà. So this is actually a simple message using different verbs, okay, that we already saw, and we have used just present tense. Okay, so we have just used present tense, and voila. Okay, so everything, let's say, so you can see the points. Okay, you got dots everywhere. Okay, so that it's point by point, so that it will be easy for you to learn and to understand. Oui? So voila. So we'll start. I'll just read it once first. J'espère que tu vas bien. Je suis à Paris. So the accent is missing, so accent grave. Je suis à Paris pour mes vacances. Je suis ici depuis une semaine. Je reste dans un hôtel. Paris est une merveille. Il fait froid. Je fais beaucoup d'activités. Je visite des monuments. Je prends des photos. Je mange des plats typiques de la région. Je fais du shopping. Je retourne le 25 septembre. Amitié X, Y, Z. Right? So this is what you will be writing. Okay, so in the message, okay, as a letter. So this is actually the fourth lesson composition. Okay, so it's very small. Okay, so if you write, okay, so it will be in like half of the page normally. Okay, so voila. So now we'll go for the meanings. Okay, so cher Kutiman, so it's dear Kutiman. J'espère que tu vas bien. Okay, I hope that you are fine. Okay, we use the verb aller here. Okay, so don't forget, don't use the verb être. Okay, j'espère que tu vas bien. I hope that you are fine. Je suis à Paris pour mes vacances. Je suis à Paris pour mes vacances. I am at Paris for my vacation. So we use the verb être here in present tense. Here we use the verb espérer. Okay, so the verb être is conjugated à Paris pour mes vacances. Je suis ici depuis une semaine. I am here since a week. Okay, so first of all, you just introduce. Okay, I hope you're fine. Okay, I am in Paris. Okay, you just explain the situation. Okay, so where you are. Okay, and why you are there. Okay, so I'm in Paris for my vacation. The vacation, it's actually the cause. Okay, so it's actually the reason why you are in Paris. Je suis ici depuis une semaine. This is a point, an extra point to say from when you are there. Okay, so and as I told you, so you can write your own points. If you want to add something, okay, you can just add. Okay, you can even say je suis ici depuis 2 semaines. Je suis ici depuis un mois. Okay, so you can depuis 2 jours. Okay, since 2 days and so on. You can write your wish. Okay, so you can change and try to change some small things. Okay, and but careful with the grammar. Okay, so semaine, it's actually week and it's feminine, so I've used win. Okay, so if you are using a mois, okay, so you use un mois because mois it's masculine. Okay, so voilà, je suis ici depuis une semaine. Je reste dans un hôtel. Je reste dans un hôtel. I stay. Okay, so don't get confused. The verb rester, it doesn't mean to rest. Okay, so rester means to stay. Je reste dans un hôtel. I stay in a hotel. Okay, je reste dans un hôtel. I stay in a hotel. Paris est une merveille. Okay, so this is actually some impression about the city where you are. Okay, so you can just say like Paris est excellent, Paris est super. Okay, so Paris est formidable. Okay, so you can give any adjective here. Okay, so but just I've given like Paris est une merveille. So merveille it's actually wonder. Right? So Paris is a wonder. Okay, so Paris is wonderful. Okay, you can even write Paris est merveilleux. Oui. Voilà. So, Paris est une merveille. Il fait froid. Il fait froid. So, the weather is cold. Okay, it's chill. The climate is chill here. Okay, so it's months of September. So, normally, so the summer, it's almost over. So now it's actually autumn. So for us, actually, we'll feel cold there. But normally the French people, they'll feel normal. But we'll feel a bit cold. Okay, so, il fait froid. Je fais beaucoup d'activités. Okay, I do a lot of activities. So first of all, we just introduce the first half. I mean, the first 2-3 points. We just explain where we are, what for, and what's going on. And then we talk about how the city is. Okay, so how the city is, and then about 2 points about the city. Okay, the weather is cold. Okay, so it's chill, and Paris is magnificent. Okay, so voila. Then you talk about your activities. Okay, so what you are doing. Okay, je fais beaucoup d'activités. I do lot of activities. Je visite des monuments. I visit some monuments. Okay, je visite des monuments. You can even use passé composé. You can even use past tense. Okay. So using past tense, okay, so but it's better you use, like, for example, j'ai visité des monuments. Okay, I visited some monuments. Right. So then you can even just precise the names. Okay, j'ai visité la Tour Eiffel, j'ai visité le musée du Louvre, j'ai visité la cathédrale Notre-Dame. Right. So and so on. You can just add points. Okay, and je prends des photos. I take some photos. Okay, you can even write je prends beaucoup de photos. And so please check the verbs. Okay, so we change the verbs. Okay, so we are not using the same verb. Okay, so again and again. Okay, so we just change the verbs. Okay, just the verb at, it's repeated more times. Okay, so but now mind the verb at, it's an auxiliary verb, so it's a must using in the sentences. Here we use the verb prendre. Okay, je prends beaucoup de photos. Je prends des photos. You can even use in past tense if you're using this in past tense. Okay, you can change this to past tense. J'ai pris beaucoup de photos. Je mange des plats typiques de la région. Je mange des plats typiques de la région. So I eat typical dishes. Okay, so of the region. Okay, so as you know, the French cooking, the French cuisine, it's really famous. Uh, So actually, we just mention any one point about it. Okay, je mange des plats typiques de la région. And je fais du shopping. Okay, je fais du shopping. Okay, I do shopping. And then actually, so I just to finish. Okay, so we use je retourne le 25 septembre. Okay, je retourne le 25 septembre. I return the 25th of September. Okay, just to mention when you are returning back to India or to back to your native place, we use the verb retourner. Okay, or you can even use the verb rentrer. Right? Je retourne le 25 septembre. And so you can add more points. If you got any points, you can just add. For example, j'aime la culture française. Oui, j'aime la culture française. Okay, and then je rencontre beaucoup de gens. Je rencontre beaucoup de gens ou je rencontre beaucoup de touristes comme moi. Okay, and je déteste. Okay, something like je déteste. Uh, what you can say. Okay, je déteste voyager. Okay, I hate to travel dans le métro. Okay, je déteste voyager dans le métro. Okay, parce que il y a beaucoup de monde. Okay, I hate to travel in the metro because there are a lot of people. For example, okay, in order to use a different verb, you can make some sentences. Okay, try to make a few extra sentences. Try to leave some space actually between je fais du shopping and je retourne le 25 septembre. So each color you can write in point by point in your composition note so that it will be easy for you to learn. But when you're writing in an exam, so please follow this format. You got to write this as one message. Okay, so one paragraph. And voila, so, and you can add more points. Okay, so wait. So then you finish with amitié, X, Y, Z. Okay, so we'll just read it once. Cher, okay, so we'll start with Paris, le 16 septembre 2020. Cher Coutimène, j'espère que tu vas bien. Je suis à Paris pour mes vacances. Je suis ici depuis une semaine. Je reste dans un hôtel. So if you want to mention the hotel's name, you can just use L apostrophe. Je reste dans l'hôtel Hilton, par exemple. Okay, so you can just give any name. Okay, so voilà. Paris est une merveille. Okay, so or you can even write Paris est magnifique. Okay, so or whatever. Paris est une merveille. Il fait froid. Or if you want, you can write il fait chaud. Okay, il fait beau, il fait bon. Whatever you want, you can write. Je fais beaucoup d'activités. Je visite des monuments, je prends des photos, je mange des plats typiques de la région, je fais du shopping. You can even mention some sport activities with the verb faire. Je fais du vélo, okay? Je fais du badminton, je fais du tennis, je fais du football, okay? Je fais du jogging, okay? Je fais du jogging. So because the jogging activity, it's really famous, okay? Then you can even use the verb aller, okay? Je vais au cinéma et au théâtre. Okay, donc voilà. So you can use the verb aimer. Okay, so 1 point with aimer, 1 point with détester. Okay, so 1 point with aller, and so one more sports activity you can just mention. Okay, just 4 points you can add. Okay, any 4 points. Okay, so if you want, so that it will be a bit complete, and it will be like you can write your own points. So as you have written more sentences, okay, so in your diary, and we have seen already more sentences, right? So you can just pick any point from them, and you can just add it here. Okay, so but actually it should be appropriate to the subject. Okay, so it's actually a postcard where you're writing about your vacation, your stay in Paris. Okay, so about your vacation. So if you got any related points, you can just add. Oui, je fais du shopping. Je retourne le 25 septembre. Amitié, X, Y, Z. Oui, voilà. And so we'll continue the next week. Okay, so merci beaucoup. So be safe, and so please complete your classwork, everything. And when you submit, so please submit with everything completed. Okay, so as you know, so we finished the lessons. It's been weeks, and so we got less things to write now. Okay, so very few of you finished the classwork and submitted. So the others kindly finish. Oui, so merci beaucoup les gars. Take care.